Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. This your girl Nova.E, and I'm coming back to you guys with a divine feminine reading. I am going to do 3 readings today. I'm going to do a general reading, a divine feminine reading, and then a divine masculine readings. And I know what y'all guys are saying. You know, anybody can embody the divine masculine and divine feminine energy. That's why I did a general reading in the beginning. So reverse the roles as you need to, apply it where it needs to go. Um, and just see what energy really applies to your life in that last reading. But for this reading here, I want to just focus on the divine feminine energy. Okay, we have a lot of readers that are divine feminines. I have seen some of my divine masculines that are coming out as readers as well. Shout out to them. But I want to cater to also my divine masculine audience as well, and just see what's going on with their divine feminine, because it's not always divine masculines that's always in karmic energy. It be females too. Okay, I don't know if you guys seen on social media recently, Big Tigger, the one that does the radio station personality, he does hosting, he does a lot, okay? Especially for the black community and in the culture. And he ended up marrying a woman. She already had red flags, but they ignore the red flags, okay? I'm picking up on an energy kind of like a child, where you give a child a toy, but then they don't want to play with it anymore. They throw it to the side. They go off and they do their own thing, whatever the case may be. But then they see somebody else pick up the toy and start playing with it. So instead of them just like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna continue to mind my business and just do what I was doing before, they run over there, try to snatch the toy out the other child's hand. No, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Da 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 da. And then you try to replace it and give it them something else, something new, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But then they want that toy and the new toy. Like selfish behavior, temper tantrums, like, no, it's mine. All of it is mine. So I'm picking up like a greedy energy, an energy of, you know, I want what somebody else have and I want to keep what I got too, type of energy. But you have to teach children, like, you can't always get what you want. You have to learn that it's okay to share or to let something else go, because if something else is better in your life, or I bring something new into your life, cherish that, love that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm picking up on the energy that this person was ignoring the red flags. They ignored the red flags. They thought something else was better, and they ended up in a terrible situation. So, like I was saying, back to my story earlier on social media, Big Tigger, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys have seen it. You have to read up on it. I'm just going to give you a little spiel, and then y'all go and research it, okay? His wife, she already had red flags because she had a daughter that is missing, that was in her care. She stated that she would suffer from a miscarriage. I'll never pray a miscarriage or any type of infertility on a woman at all. But she left her daughter in a car while she went to the casino, I believe, and she was playing little like slot games and stuff like that at the casino for hours. She said she was discombobulated. She wasn't in her right mind. She just suffered a miscarriage and she was just in total grief. She forgot that she had her daughter in the back seat. 5-6 hours went past. She was like, oh my goodness, let me go and check up on my baby, whatever the case may be. Went back outside, said the daughter was missing. Okay, that's her story. That's not, this is all alleged, okay? Next thing you know, she still don't know where her daughter at to this day. We don't know if she did something. She was cleared, you know what I'm saying, of all charges, because they said that she did work at the casino. They didn't see her, whatever the case may be. But we don't know what she did prior to that. That's what she said. Allegedly, her daughter was in the backseat of the car last time she checked and seen her. But she was so discombobulated and distraught that she forgot that the little girl was back there. And then she kind of just like walked out and just left the girl there for 5-6 hours. We don't know how long. So they say about 5-6 hours. It may have been longer than that because she said she wasn't in her right mind. Okay, this is her story that she told the police. And so she ended up just like, recovering from that, and ended up with Big Tick. I don't know how they was in the same circle and how they traveled around in the same circle. But like I said, Big Tigger worked hard to create a brand and a name for himself. End up marrying this same woman whose daughter went missing, probably believed her sob story and probably fell into her. Now I'm not gonna say this is all alleged, but probably believed what she stated, and she used her essence. Everybody has spiritual gifts, you guys. It depends on if you're gonna use it for good or if you're gonna use it for bad. You know what I'm saying? But everybody have spiritual gifts. Some people are more tapped in than others. Some people are still baby souls, okay? So they're not as tapped in as they need to be. But end up charming him, end up getting him to marry her, married her. Some years go by. We don't know what's going on in their relationship. He's a very private person when it comes to stuff like that. But next thing you know, all over the media for the past few weeks, she has this gash in her head, like she's recovering from some type of abuse or domestic violence. And it all points back to Big Tigger. She stated that it was infidelity. He's cheated on his with his co-workers at work. You know what I'm saying? And she's getting not only emotionally abused but physically abused as well. Now, they said it was people that was trying to reach out to Tigger before he married her and was like, listen, dude, I don't know. Her energy is kind of off. I understand, but look, he didn't listen. He was like, no, I want this and I want it now. Ignored the red flags, got with her, and now this woman in less than 3 days has tarnished his brand and his name. We don't know what's going on. He did go on to the radio and apologize and said, to his coworker that lies are being spread about her. She's getting death threats as well, and he hate to have to put her in a situation to where it can be fatal for both of them. We talk about jail time, you guys, because people don't play about domestic violence. So with her doing all of that, he ignored all the red flags when it comes to this woman, and now he's ready to release that situation. Okay, so just like your divine masculine here, they ignore all the red flags, went over there, they got caught up, believed everything that somebody was telling them, and now they ended up in a karmic relationship. Y'all see that? Karmic. Let me see. It won't even focus, y'all. I'm trying. Here we go. Karmic relationship. Okay, this person was in a karmic relationship. That's why the energy that you're feeling now is kind of like wishy-washy, off and on. Like, they give me this back and forth, they come back for a little while, then they go back to being secretive, not texting, not calling. Like, what is going on? It's because they're in a karmic relationship. The ups and downs and stuff. Like, I'm done with this bitch, I'm done with this, this niggerette, I'm done. They both be like sitting up there talking about, I'm done, and then be laid up in the bed at night after everybody done called the police on each other. After everybody done called the police on each other, trying to get everybody put out and stuff. Now they in the bed at night talking about, I'm sorry, I love you, and I love you too, baby, and and then they throw you in the middle of it because they're like, okay, I'm finna leave, finna get my stuff together, I'm finna go back to my healthy choice. You was the healthiest choice in this person's life. You didn't bring this person drama. You ain't bring this person any turmoil, because on this card it says triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. This person was back and forth with letting go of you to go back with this karmic. Then they'll come back to you, and then they'll go back to this karmic. So now they're trying to let go of this karmic again and start loving on you again. And it's like, you're tired of the back and forth energy. It's like, stay over there. Like, I don't even want what you offering, because what you have to offer is not enough for me anymore. You are making more healthier choices now. You are setting boundaries. You are putting up like standards, and if this person is not meeting those standards, regardless of the history you guys have, because some people will put history over anything. I don't care if you met a person and known a person for 10 years and they treat you horrible throughout those whole 10 years. You only probably had a good 3 years with that person where it was just like, straight peace and just serenity and just love and care, and then all the rest of it was just like hell on wheels. And then you meet somebody else and they like you know, the love of your life, and they're honest, they're true, they're willing to work with you and work through your flaws, and you know, they're healing you, and you're processing things differently. You're no longer arguing over things. You guys are coming to an agreement on stuff, because this person is more of a healthy choice for you. If you notice that, if you are dating right now, collective. If not, you're focusing on yourself, you're eating healthier. I don't know if you can see her with her little vegetables. You're eating healthier, you're exercising more, you're making more self-worth decisions where it aligns with your self-worth and values at this time. And this person is realizing that this karmic relationship that they got in was never a healthy choice for them. It was never a healthy choice. You was always the healthiest choice for this person in their life, making sure that they stay on the right path and do the right thing. But now you're focusing on yourself. You're letting go of that karmic relationship with that divine masculine, and making sure that everything that you put in effort in, all the seeds that you are sown, that you bear fruit from that, and you be fruitful for that, for that. Okay. Also, it says the Grand Reaper. This person don't want me to get this reading out, but I'm going to get it out. Okay. They don't want you to know this, collective. They don't want you to know this. But the Grim Reaper. So the relationship is over. No second chances, growth, transformation in your life. So this go both ways on either end, because you guys are mirroring each other right now. But you're on the opposite end of the mirror. You're mirroring all this person growth that they need to do. And they are looking back at the mirror at you, at everything that they should have done. Okay. You're on the other side of what you are doing. You're making progress, you're moving forward, and this person is looking at you like, this is the work I need to do on myself in order to meet my collective on that same level. Okay. But the relationship is over with that karmic relationship. They ended that stuff. They tired of the drama. They tired of the toxicity. They're tired of the back and forth. It says, like I said, it says no second chances. So they're not giving this karmic no more second chances. I feel like they are finally done with trying to make a dead end situation work when it's not going nowhere. It's just going around in circles. There's no like plan to like go up the ladder or get out the hole that they're in. It's just like they're circling around in this dug up hole that they tried to dig for you, and they both end up falling in it, and they just walking around in circles. There's no way that they can get out of that circumstance until they let that person go, and they starting to realize that they had to let that karma go. And you also realize you had to let that person go as well, because they wasn't a healthy choice, and they was in karmic energy because they was dealing with karmics. You was like, I'm done. There's no second chances. You're about on your wits end with people that does not align with you in your life right now, you guys. Because you starting to love on yourself. You starting to realize like, hey, all this love that I'm giving to everybody else, all these men that ain't no good for me, that is no good example for my children, that's not really growing in life, that's always want to hookah, smoke, party, strip club, and just do all these other type of unnecessary stuff instead of get their money, instead of practice what they preach when they're trying to get advice to people. You know, they always got advice for everybody else, but they'll never take their own advice. Period. But this person also want to love on you. They knew that the love that you gave is unconditional. It says unconditional love, self-love, passion, affection, and attraction. You attract anything that you put your energy into. You make sure that you love it 110%. You don't half-ass. You don't, you know, give out lazy love. You give out full love. Look at this person holding this heart. Your heart is so big and so pure. This person wasn't used to it. Okay. This person was not used to a heart that was as big as yours. The love that you gave was something that they never experienced before. But because they was in this greedy ass energy, they wanted you and this other person. So they was trying to juggle you. And that's why their energy is always wishy-washy and it's off and on and it's back and forth. Because this person was a runner. So they was running back and forth between you and the karmic relationship, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like, why'd you like what is the reason? What is the purpose of that? It says runner in a codependent relationship. So this person is codependent on other people's energy. They measure their self-worth to other people, and how many girls they can get, how many options they can have, how much pool they can get, because they feel like if they can get like 3 or 4 girls on a roster, that means that they are like a big dude, or they have like big big D energy and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about, you guys. Like, they'll be all up in their ego and their head gets so big because they don't have nothing else going for themselves. No career, no hobbies, no advancements, no nothing going on. Okay, just a runner. You know, it says fear of intimacy, listening to ego. Yeah. So this person feared with being vulnerable with just one person because they felt like one person was not going to be enough to sustain their ego, which was dumb as hell. So that's why this person be running back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that's why you keep getting this inner out energy, like, okay, they're going to come back. They're going to do it right this time. They're going to get it right. They're going to love on me the right way. I don't have to worry about, any other person anymore. But no, they run to you when times get hard. Okay, remember that. They'll never run to you when things are good in their head, when they have all the chess pieces on their game already mapped out. But if they missing a few pieces and stuff, they don't want to play it no more. They don't want to put the work in. They don't want to rebuild. No, they just discard things and then try to leave a little bit of crack open, a little bit of door open, like, them hoarders. Like, they don't really need it, but they still keep it so they could go back to it at any time. You know what I'm saying? So they try to keep that door open and give you some type of love, but it wasn't enough love like you gave. So this is a person that love with conditions. You love unconditionally, regardless of what this person had or didn't have, or whatever the case it may be. And like I said, this person felt like they wasn't enough. They didn't have enough to give you. They didn't have enough personality. They didn't have enough determination to turn their life around. This person was stagnant and they was happy to be where they was at in life. It says not enough, frustrated in relationships, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear and ego issues, jealousy. Yeah, this person was jealous of you and your light. That's all it was. They was jealous of you and your light and what you had going on for yourself, how you was trying to build and how you was so determined to move forward in life. This person was jealous, and they self-sabotaged the connection with you guys because they felt like they wanted to bring you down a notch. They wanted to humble you a little bit more, to know that they was the best that you was going to have, because they used to love bomb and they used to put it on thick. And then when they leave, it kind of like leaves you wondering, like, what can I do to fix this? Because you was a person that you like to solve your problems. You wasn't a runner. You like to make sure that you leave any relationship that you leave, with spirit telling me that you leave it in the most healthiest way possible, that you don't leave with your hands dirty. You don't want no bad blood on your spirit. You want you keep your hands clean, let it be mutual, and everybody move on and move forward in your life. But you have such a big heart that even when this person did you wrong or did you dirty, you want to make sure that they still okay, that you can still be a friend to them, not in a romantic way, but you'll still be there to listen to them, listen to their problems, be there to be like a shoulder to cry on. But this person will try to use that against you to make you fall into this trap again. Like I said, because it says keys on a ring. This person wanted you to stay as one of their options. You was the best option for them, but they always had a backup plan, always had something in the background going. It says multiple options, decisions, unconditional. Like I said, string along, one night stands. So this person deal with a lot of energies. They have a lot of one night stand sexual energy that's just laying it all out there. When things don't go their way, they try to find somebody that doesn't have self-worth, that doesn't know how to have boundaries or have standards, and they sleep with these women and then get them on a roster because this is like a easy quick fix to try to get over the last person or try to replace the last person. And this person didn't do nothing but broke their own heart, because now that you're not in their life anymore, these options are not enough. These options that they have right here are not enough. This person is a key collector. They keep the keys to people's heart in order for them to come back at any time, so they could just open up that door and come back. But you have took your key back, baby. you're not willing to have this person come in and out your house anymore. Come use your car when it's convenient with them, when stuff is going wrong in their life and now they need help, because they know that you're the type of person, like I said, your heart is so big, you're willing to help, willing to make sure that this person is okay, because you never want to see anybody that you did have love for in a bad position. Okay, but this person is heartbroken, and they left you heartbroken and mourning and feeling lost during the separation, because you wanted to make sure that this person was still on good terms, like y'all guys were still on good terms, regardless if you decided not to be together anymore or to be together. You know, you wanted this person to still be your friend, and they broke your heart because they kept treating you so bad, treating you like an option, make you feel like you wasn't enough, you know, choosing other people over you. Y'all hear that, basketball? Like, that's confirmation right there. Now this person is reminiscing over you. They're reminiscing over the good times. They're looking at your old pictures. They're probably snooping or spying on you at this time. Any old pictures that you got of them, regardless if it was like kinky pictures that you sent. You know how we do, you guys. We send the kinky pictures over, and you know, we do a little something, you know, with our men or stuff to make them happy when we not around them, and you know, we do things like that, you know. I will make it easy for you to always come back. Yeah, so this person will always make it easy for you to keep that door open, and the options that they keep, they make it easy for that person to still obtain and come in a house at any point in time, because like I said, they don't deal with people that know their self-worth. But you have evolved, collective. You are the most healthiest choice for them, and they know that, but they don't want to make any healthy decisions right now, so they're not going to let these other options go just for you. But what does it say at the bottom? It still says that we're going to keep that card out. We'll make it easy. This person is an easy grab. You don't want any man that's easy, because any man that's easy will be going for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll go for anything. They'll be at a bar in a club. Somebody say, "Ooh, you smell good," and then they'll take them home and bust them down. Like, what? Like, have some self control. Have some self respect. Have something more going for yourself than just sitting around giving it out to any and everybody. Let somebody work for it. Like, this person don't have no self control or respect for themselves at all. You guys, they're an easy target. Yes. And they live in lack. I'm gonna just let you guys know that they live in lack, and they feel like you was replaceable. They thought that you was replaceable, but nobody matches your energy. Nobody matches the love that you gave for this runner to be running into these options that is in lack as well. And that the runner that have these options are replaceable. They are replaceable. Okay, it says all my friends are single. I can't look like a lame. So that's another reason why all their friends are single, so they friends are able to bounce around to different options and stuff. This person have low vibrational energy around them, so that's why they keep you on a string. They give you just enough to keep you there, but not enough to, you know, commit and make sure that, you know, you guys build on a solid foundation. So this is the reason why, you guys, this person is still in and out, flighty, back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And they're going through child support court right now, DNA test. So they probably got some of these options pregnant that they did not want to. They kind of trying to keep this a secret. You know, they don't want you to know that they got this, you know, secret life going on, or you know, finances are up and down at this point. They still trying to move off of your energy and see if you're still have a big heart to give them something. Bitch, I bust. I will blast you all over social media. Yeah, and they dealing, like I said, they dealing with a karmic relationship right now, where it says, bitch, I will blast you all over social media. So they're dealing with a crazy karmic right now, taking them to child support court, you know, and that's probably why this person is trying to, you know, be a little bit off and on, because they don't want to be with that karmic anymore, but they want to keep this karmic kind of like happy, so they won't have to pay child support, or they won't tell a business out there to the world, because they're trying to put up an image, a show for their friends, that they got all their ducks in a row, and that all these karmics, listen to that confirmation, that all their karmics are in alignment, like either get in line or get left behind. They want people to think that they are in control of what they got going on in their life, and they don't. putting that bitch in her place. Yeah, they trying to put this. They're trying to put this female in her place, but it's not working. Like I said, they match when they was in this karmic relationship. Like I said, this karmic triggered them. It's a lot of turmoil over there, a lot of back and forth, and a lot of lessons that they did. And this karmic is teaching this person a lesson, because now it's like, you gonna leave me? Okay, I'm gonna put your ass on child support. Did you want to sit up here and play games? Okay, well, we about to, do this. I'm gonna take you for everything you got, and this person is tired of it. They're tired, but that's what you get. If I leave if I leave her, would you take me back? Like I said, this person bouncing around back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. No, we're not taking anybody back, collective. Like, listen to that. Another confirmation right there. They want you to take them back, but listen to the sirens. Listen to the red flags. This person is not a good representation of what you need in your life. They doesn't match your morals, your boundaries, or your goals that you have. You make more money than me. I hate that. Like I said, this, of course, because they on child support now. They're going through court. They got to pay for lawyer fees. They got to keep giving this karmic money in order for the karmic to stop taking this person to court, because they know they'll lose a good job if they continue to not pay their child support, because you can end up in jail not paying your child support. They'll lock you up, and then you no call no show because you locked up, and you can't explain to your job why you got 6 months to a year, because you want to pay your bills. That job is gone, baby. Okay, so you was more financially responsible than this person. This person was dealing with this karmic that was irresponsible as hell. Like, there's no money, there's no growth there, you guys. There's no nothing. And sex magic. Yeah, this person want to come back and put that little razzle dazzle on you. And because they are lazy, they're a lazy lover. They're lazy as fuck. They don't do nothing romantic. They don't take you out. They think that sex will fix everything. They want to use you to like come up, because it's karma. It basically took them for everything. The options that they have is not enough, or they don't have enough as you. And they know that you are able to be fruitful and use your available resources to make stuff happen. You know what I'm saying? They went over there, and y'all, like I said, it's not cute when you thought you can be all big and tough. Thinking that you was the king of the castle, and you really not. You don't have nothing going for yourself. You're a lazy lover. You just, in lack. The karma probably drained this person of their determination. All the stuff that you did to fill their cup up, they start pouring it into other people and other karmic relationships, and now they need to be refilled. And like I said, you don't miss your water to the well runs dry. This person is dying of thirst. They need to be replenished, and you is the only person that can replenish them. He provide all my toxic needs to keep me stuck in life, or she provide all my toxic needs to keep me stuck in life. Yeah, so this person is stuck. They stuck on, like I said, the current relationship. So they do, like I said, they'll call the police on each other, then they'll get drunk, smoke a little something, end their night off, have sex, and then be back to the same routines all over again. You know what I'm saying? Because when you in low vibration, you do low vibrational shit. Yeah, this person is sad, depressed, and unmotivated. Like I told you, collective. If you want to know why this person is back and forth, in and out, because their higher selves won't allow them to come near you, because they know that they're not going to bring anything to the table. This person know that they don't have enough for you. They can't afford you. They don't have the ambition, determination as you. They're not as smart as you. So that's why they keep a lot of options, because they don't want to feel dumb when you surpass them in life. And they're supposed to be the man. They're supposed to be the king of the castle. They're supposed to be able to help teach you some things, and help, and help around the house, and, be a good example for the kids, and they're not. So that's the reading, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.